Welcome to FBI, Holly.
So we have a question from one of my female audience members on Instagram. Man, this is a question I get this one a lot actually. Women ask me, Harley, how to make my boyfriend or my husband or colleague or a guy I fancy, how do I make him obsessed about me? Obsessed about me. You know, how do you make your boys obsessed about you, men obsessed about you? And not just in a sexual way. I mean, it's easy if you're ascetic or whatever, then people have a sexual obsession about you. But, you know, a lot of women get pretty bored of this pretty quick because it's like, okay, great, you know, maybe certain times a month they enjoy that sort of high level of attention, but otherwise it gets pretty boring pretty quick because it feels very shallow. But how do we get that obsession, you know, like that just people just, you know, how do you get that? And I get it from, I mean, look at my haters out there. I mean, I've got people out there who are obsessed about Durianrider. You know, so someone even said, goes, Harley, if I could get my husband to be as obsessed about me as 10%, you know, as just 10% of that obsession, if I could get that, I'd be satisfied. One of my friends said, in reference to how obsessed some people are about making stuff up about me on the internet or watching my stuff or getting on there to dislike or just making videos. I don't support Durianrider, like just obsessed. You know, they still take my advice. They ride the bikes, they eat the carbs, they wear the vegan shirts, they do everything, digital nomadism, whatever. I don't support it. They're still obsessed. And that what it is, the secret is don't play hard to get. Be hard to forget. All right? Don't be impossible to get. Be impossible to forget. And that is the biggest tip out there, women. And this goes for guys as well. This is, you know, the title of this video is how to make my boyfriend obsessed about me. But this goes for, you know, vice versa as well. It's because we want to hang around people who make us feel good, you know. And I get it, a lot of women out there, they get hit on by guys who just, they want some sex. They're like, oh, that chick's hot, she's got nice tits, she's got a nice ass, oh, I want to bang that, I want to tap that, boom, boom, you know. And so there's that sexual attraction. And that will quickly fade when someone else prettier or hotter or sexier comes along, or because looks fade, you know, sexiness can fade, confidence can fade, etc. But how you make someone feel every day when you're around them, that's really, really important. And that can also change as well. You know, that can definitely change on a dime. So it's how you make someone feel around you. That's the best way. So if you're in a relationship with a guy and you don't feel appreciated, women, you need to express this. All right? You need to express this because guys, correct me if I'm wrong, guys aren't mind readers. Women are better at reading minds than men are, in my opinion. It's a stereotype there. Some people get triggered at that one. SJWs. But you got to communicate. If you're not feeling appreciated, you got to make a time and be carved up and be communicating effectively and efficiently and express your concerns, express your desires, express your wants, your needs, etc. And if you feel, oh, I'm being needy or whatever, then maybe that's just you thinking that. But you need to give the person the chance to hear how you feel. And if you don't communicate that, then how can you go, oh, well, you know, my needs aren't being met, boom, boom, boom. You have to communicate that and then go from there. Just like if I go to a restaurant, right, and I look at the menu, I'm like, there's nothing fucking vegan on here. This fucking restaurant's fucked. And I go on TripAdvisor and say, oh, this restaurant was fucked, had no vegan options. No. I've got to ask the waitress, the waiter, the chef or whoever, manager, just ask someone who's in the know, hey guys, could you guys cook up some rice for me? A bit of tomato sauce, a bit of veggies? Just also want 3 ingredients, tomato sauce, rice, veggies. Well, it's very simple, we could do that. Oh, great, awesome. And I can go to TripAdvisor, yeah, they don't have anything vegan on the menu, but the chef was really cool. They made me rice, veggies, and tomato sauce. Some of my favourite meals ever. You know, I'm a pretty simple guy like that. Carbon the fuck up. And so, you know what I mean? I've communicated what my needs were in a nice, respectful, positive way that people aren't going to get too offended at. If you're communicating yourself, you know, just say, hey, look, I don't really feel appreciated. Like, can we sit down and talk about stuff? And someone's like, oh my God, you want to talk about that shit again? Fuck off, blah, 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 blah. You know, then you've done what you can do, and now it's time to move on because that person's not really into you. But if you go in there like, oh my God, no, then, you know, some people aren't really ready for that level of intensity and they might just close off or get angry or whatever. But if you communicate respectfully, you know what respectfully means, just you know, nice, and just be like, hey, look, this is how I'm feeling. You know, keep your voice chill, don't freak out. Just make sure you're carved up and hydrated and get some rest before you do this, so you can really keep your state well. But that's how to make your boyfriend obsessed about you, is be the girl to who you really are. Just be yourself. And if people love that, they love that. You know? Women, be your fucking self. If you're quirky, if you're crazy, if you're wild, if you're romantic or whatever, just be that. And if a guy doesn't appreciate that, then that's his loss. All right. So don't be something else. Just be what you want to be. And that's a different thing. If I can think of the chicks that I've really been into in my life, I still wanted to be friends with, even if I've broken up, it's because they were common interests. They were just into stuff I was into, and they had similar traits that I really enjoyed about them. Stuff, just being themselves. So just be yourself. You know? I'm being myself. I'm just being Durianrider on the internet, and people are fucking obsessed about that, in a good way or bad way. Even my haters, man. I mean, it's like, wow. There's nobody on the internet, nobody that I know of, who has Trump. I mean, I guess Trump's got websites about him. Yeah, okay, so there's no internet celebrity out there who has as much obsessed fans as me. I don't know anyone out there. You name down below an internet celebrity. Yes, I am. Narcissist comment. If you know, go down there and say, you know, who has more obsessed haters than Durianrider. Let me know down, because I'll be curious. I reckon I'm number one obsessed fans. You know, I don't know anyone else, because I'm just unforgettable. I'm unforgettable. Trolling. So that's what you want to be. You want to be unforgettable because you're just being yourself, and that person loves that about you. They love that about you, you know? And maybe they'll come like a hater. They can't get attention by being good, so they get attention by being bad. But you can't reward people for being bad behaviour, otherwise they'll keep doing that to get attention from you. So people do all sorts of crazy things to get our attention. People lie to us because they're scared of us finding out they're not perfect. Women, bottom line, just be yourself. Be your true self. And any guy worth his salt or worth your time will identify that and go, wow, I really love that about this woman, you know? And here's the thing, here's another thing as well. Women dress sexy and hot, but then they go like, oh, this guy just wants me for sex. And it's like me flashing all my fame and money or whatever and go, this chick just wanted to fuck me because she wants fame and money. You know, and so whatever you put out there, then that's what people are going to be attracted to. So if you put out your personality, people will be attracted to personality. But if you're a woman with some aesthetics and you put those assets out there, then yeah, you're going to have this big flux of guys just like, you know, hornbags, you know, who just want to get a piece of it. So, and women know this, but understand what you're advertising and understand what you're putting out there. And if you want that guy to be obsessed about you, then what do you want him to be obsessed about? Your looks or your personality, who you are inside? So yeah, so don't be afraid to show the world, everyone around you, who you are inside. And if people can't handle that, then that's fine. Next. 7 billion people out there, not everyone has to love us. Not everyone has to like us. Most people don't even love or like themselves. Understanding that, then we can understand that, you know, what matters at the end of the day is self-love, self-worth, etc. Anyway, I'm digressing here. How to make God obsessed about you. Just be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. Don't be anyone else. Just be yourself. Be that getting it fucking done personality. Just be the person you wanted to be as a kid. You know, getting it done, man. Having fun. Inspo, all that stuff. Just get it fucking done. Be the person you wanted to be as a kid. And as simple as that. Anyway, let's wrap the video up. I'm myself. I put it out there. People love it or they fucking hate it. People don't watch my content, a few videos, and go, Durianrider, yeah. Oh, yeah. People remember it, man. Even the name's hard to remember, Durianrider, but people remember the face or the words or whatever, you know, because it's like I'm putting myself out there. I'm just being myself, and people fucking really vibe with it. They really love it. They copy my lifestyle, and I'm all for that. Vegan, high carb cycling, vasectomy, traveling, simple life, being chill, getting it done, getting up early, drinking water. I'm all about that. You love or hate me, I don't give a fuck. As long as you're taking my advice, that's all I give a fuck about. And yeah, so I'm just putting myself out there, and people will love it, they hate it. So if you're not putting yourself out there as who you are, but you want people to accept who you are, then, you know, there's a bit of a contradiction there. So just be confident in being who you are. People can love it or take it. Just create a filter. Create a filter. Not everyone has to love you. The only person who has to love you is yourself, you know. And the more you love yourself, more other people can love you. But don't love yourself to get more love from others. Love yourself because you need to. Because that's just like what your body needs, what your soul needs. Right? You could be on a desert island, no one else around. You still got to have love for yourself, because otherwise, what's the point of living? That's what we're here to do. Look after ourselves, look after the planet. Be stewards of our health and stewards of the planetary wealth. Simple as that. Be yourself. Any guy who's not into that, he ain't into you. Great, fine. You have to live a lie or be in a relationship you don't want to be into. Or you don't end up being in a relationship where you don't feel appreciated. When you're just yourself and people fucking vibe strongly with that, then you will feel that appreciation. When you get with a guy because he thinks you're hot and it's good sex or whatever, then that's going to fade eventually and you're not going to feel appreciated. He's going to jump to the next one or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Same with chicks as well. If someone's a gold digger and then they see a better option, they'll just jump with that. So put yourself out there as yourself. People can take it or leave it. How to make your guy obsessed. Be yourself.
Carbs, carb the fuck up, motherfuckers. Carb the fuck up. Corn, rice, potatoes, yams, bananas, mangoes, dates, plantain, melons, blueberries, blackberries, mulberries. Get them motherfucking carbohydrates in. Go vegan, motherfuckers. Carb the fuck up, the fuck up, the fuck up.